Hey, Kelsey, Norm MacDonald here. So, you have a podcast, huh? Fantastic. You know what I always say? You know what the world needs more of? Podcasts. Hey, Kelsey, Norm MacDonald.
Live from the Screwball Whiskey Studios, The Kelsey Hudgins Show. Hey guys, how's it going? How you living? Are you doing well? Are you doing good? That's so good to hear. How's it? What up, poser? I got a green screen and I've been playing with it all day, man. Been playing with my green screen, dude. I've been playing with that jam. I'm going to attempt to get something going here. And hopefully everything will go smoothly. Hopefully everything will go fine and I won't have to worry too much about nonsense and things of the sort, you know. So I'm going to try to not have too much shit open here. Let's copy that link and go over here into... Let's go to the right thing. And yeah, we'll do all that. So let me go back. Yeah. And start all this over. No, wrong answer. All right. So now we are good. Now we're actually doing this thing. Now we are where we needed to be. All right. So here and I'm getting notifications on Twitter and shit right now of yeah, right. So every single time I release something, apparently it gets released as where the fuck have I been? They should have said the Kelsey Hudgins Show number 3, but I guess it just, I don't know, maybe. Who knows what's going on anymore. But anyway, I hope everything's going fine with this stream. I hope everything's good. And if it's not, forgive me. But anyway, I have not been going live as much lately as I have been. Also, before I go any further, live from the Screwball Whiskey Studios, indeed. Screwball Whiskey. Tomorrow's stories begin right here. Screwball Whiskey. How you like that? A big old nice bottle of Screwball Whiskey. Let's see about this right here. Rolling down the track like a steam locomotive, rolling down the tracks, as the Grateful Dead says. All right. So sorry about the little delayed start on this thing. I'm trying my best to get this green screen thing working pretty good. And from what I can tell, looks fine enough to me. I mean, I'm satisfied with how it's going. So, see, when I move around like that, maybe you can pick up a little bit around my fingers and stuff like that. That's pretty cool, though. I don't really care. I'm literally using this thing for the first time today, and it's pretty neat. I'm kind of enjoying it. So, there's that. But anyway, I went for a walk today, and I went down to the Marsh Walk, and actually, like, I walked from my house all the way down to the Marsh Walk, and walked to the end of the pier, walked to the end of the Marsh Walk, and believe it or not, I don't know. I enjoyed getting out of the house in the daytime. Nothing bad happened. Nothing blew up. There was no explosions. There was no kind of nonsense like that. I mean, it was actually pretty good, you know? And if we just want to take a moment to pat myself on the back for this, I just want to be really excited about this for right now. And I don't know. Yeah. And Lord knows I sure need to do some walking because goodness gracious, I don't move much. Yeah. But seriously though, I did go walking today. I did go do a little bit of moving around. I did some effort, and I don't know that I'll continue to do that. I know I should. I know I really want to, but I don't know. I'm just lazy, man. I'm just I'm the laziest person I know. And I don't know. I need to be a little bit better. I wish I could just, with a magic wand, fucking do, like, just change everything about me and just make myself more active. I really wish I could do that, but I just don't think I can. I just don't think that I can hit that. I just don't think I hit that. If I could just, like, make myself be, I don't know, if I could just make myself be more active and all kinds of nonsense like that, that would be really, really, really fucking cool. But I just don't know how to do that. I don't know how to force myself to get out of the house and just be what other people call normal. And then, you know, I don't really want to fucking get out there and be moving around too much and overdo myself and end up having to call the police or whatever, to call the ambulance. That would be bad. That would be bad. But you know what they say. You know what they say. Safer than a tube sock. Safer than a tube sock. All right, so this one's going to be a little short, but I have to talk about something that is hot right now, and also I have to talk about something that is sort of touchy right now. It's a little bit of a touchy subject. For those of you who don't know, I'm a pretty big comedy head. I'm a pretty big fan of the comedy, and I am a fan of Ari Shaffir. I'll be honest about this. I am a fan of Ari. I'm still a fan of Ari, even after all the things that have gone down over the last couple of days. I'm a huge fan of Ari Shaffir. And I wanted to preface my starting of this episode with that. So, that being said, Ari Shaffir of the... is he part of Legion of Skanks? I don't know. But anyway, Ari Shaffir is part of the New York family of comedians. He is a New York comic. And he had some very interesting things to say about Kobe. So here is what Ari Shaffir had to say.
Always a lot of hate and pain in the world, and there's always a bunch of terrible stories. And every once in a while, there's a good story. Good story comes out. The guy who got away with rape got his today. Kobe Bryant is gone. I'm here in Charlotte, the home of the team that originally drafted him. Maybe he wouldn't have raped that chick in Denver if he'd stayed in Charlotte with the Hornets. But anyway, the point is, dude, it's like, as I know, there's always a lot of like hate, pain in the world, and there's always a bunch of terrible.
So that's pretty much what Ari had to say. Ari was saying that a guy who raped a girl finally basically got what was coming to him. And yeah, it's a little bit sensitive of a time to say that. You don't have a lot of people out here laughing and clapping and shit. You don't have a lot of that shit going on. As a matter of fact, you got a lot of people who are not enjoying this fucking thing at all. People are fucking just upset about this. They are not happy with him. They do not want to accept this part of it. But here's the thing. You got people who are, and I'm going to take a really sideways look at this and say that there are folks who have spent every waking hour on Twitter over the last however long talking so much shit about President Trump. And so many people have been just saying really horrible things about him. He should be killed. Someone should assassinate the president. He is a shitty person. He is a piece of shit scumbag. And people have said that they hope everyone in his family dies. And he's the president of the United States, whether people like him or not. And I'm not saying that I'm pro or against, because I'm not either. But people are saying so much shit about this guy who is the president, and a free will. Everybody's been getting away with everything that they wanted to say. Nobody said anything, and it's just continuously going on. But Ari Shaffir, and whether or not Kobe was acquitted of the charges doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that these allegations came about, and I'm pretty sure that he was acquitted of all charges, and that's totally fine, because guess what? There's been a lot of people who've come down against President Trump, and every single one of their charges have been acquitted. And if all I have to say is that most of the people, and one in particular that I'm not going to mention because he's going to be a guest on Kill Tony this week and won't take a lot of effort to figure out who that person is. One person in particular has come down on Ari Shaffir and talked about how he's not a comedian, just saying negative shit about Ari. Yet he spends most of his time saying really, really horrible shit about Donald Trump and saying awful things. And it's very hypocritical, if you ask me, of him to do that. And I kind of feel like you have to pick one, man. Either don't say anything negative about anybody, or everybody should fall under the same category, man. Like, just because Ari said something about a person that is, I'm sorry, but whether or not the he was acquitted or not, I'm not interested in that. Like, it was pretty much on the way of like him buying a ring for his wife, a giant ring, and that was like buying a ring for his wife, a giant fucking stone on her, like a fucking trust fund on her hand. That ring was monstrous. And like, no matter what, you know Kobe did something. And whether or not, I'm not here to talk about what that was. But all I'm trying to say is that Ari's catching a fucking bad rap right now. And he's lost his management. He's lost just about his entire career. And a lot of people are happy about this. And I don't understand why. I don't understand why the rules are different for Ari than they are for our president. And like I said, if you're sitting here looking at me like I'm sticking up for Donald Trump, I'm not. I'm just using this as an analogy. But if we're gonna sit here and give Ari Shaffir all of our negative energy, I'm going away. I'm fading away on my shoulders. You like that? If we're gonna give Donald Trump all of the negative energy and let everybody get away with it, then guess what? We should also be able to give that negative energy to anybody else who want to and be able to get away with it. If words are words and nobody means what they say when they're actually saying this shit about somebody should assassinate the president, then fuck it. Then let's just say whatever we want. Throw all the rules out the window. Just who gives a shit? Send in the fucking whatever you call it. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I'm a little delirious right now. Forgive me. I got up early today. I'm releasing content because I said I would. And I'm a little ill about this situation just because people should not seek out to cancel people. David, you know what? If Dave Chappelle said the shit, I wonder how people would feel about it then, because Dave can get away with anything. I wonder if they would let him get away with saying the shit like that. And I know he probably wouldn't say anything like that. And also, I guarantee that Ari had no idea that Kobe's daughter was in that helicopter when he said what he said. He had no idea that there was anything else going on. But in his defense, and I will say this in Ari's defense, he's done that when his friends have died. When Ralphie died, Ari did the same thing. He made a post, a ridiculous post, poking fun at the situation. He made a ridiculous post, like literally making fun of Ralphie and like calling out his death and all of that. Like that was just a thing that he did. And people should understand that that's just who he is as a comedian. That's what he does. He's got a niche, and he actually said it. You know what? Let's read his post on Instagram. Hang on. Da 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 da. Ba ma 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 na na na. Ba na 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 na. Okay. Here is Ari's official statement as of 2 days ago. Every time a beloved celebrity dies, I post some horrible shit about them. I've been doing it for years now. I like destroying gods. And right when a famous person dies, they're at their most worshipped. So as a response to all the outpouring of sympathy on social media, I post something vile. It's just a joke. I don't really hate any of the people. Some of them I've never even heard of, and I have to look them up after I see all the RIP posts. Some of them I actually really admire, and I'm bummed they've passed. It doesn't stop me from trying as quickly as I can to write some terrible shit about them. They're all just jokes, though. And I would never tag anyone in them that's at all associated with the person. I'm not looking to hurt anybody mourning a loved one. Just looking to post some inappropriate jokes for my fans. They've come to expect it from me. Damn, I keep burping shit. A lot of times, I'll suddenly get a bunch of tweets saying, "Where's your so-and-so tweet about some person? I didn't know it died yet." If I have time, I rush to my computer to get something out. Sometimes I'm too busy, but sometimes I got the 3 to 10 minutes I'm willing to take for the project. And then once I post it, most of my followers laugh. Sometimes they ain't great, and I'll get a lot of swing and miss comments. The better they are, the more people like it. Some of them start reposting it, and a handful of their followers get angry, and the rest of us watch the anger and have a good laugh at the troll. Sunday morning, I started seeing a bunch of people asking me where my Kobe post was. The early reports showed that he had died flying a helicopter that he liked flying. It didn't mention anything else. It didn't mention anybody else was on board, let alone children. I never made fun of any of the kids on the helicopter. They're not celebrities. Kids dying like that, it's horrible. Obviously. All the other people dying, that's horrible too. It's horrible he died. Really, really sad. What a terrible thing that happened. But that has nothing to do with why I make these posts. They're just moronic, inappropriate posts I make for the fans who sign up to see them. The only thing I had against Kobe was that he torched my teams over and over again. He made me hate the Lakers with all my heart. Nobody came out to comedy shows in LA when he and Shaq were winning titles. And then nobody came when he was doing it on his own. I loved saying how much I hated the Lakers. Hating the Lakers was my favorite thing to root for. My team was in North Carolina and they fucking sucked. And then they moved to New Orleans and they still fucking sucked. The best they ever did was occasionally get to mediocre. But I could always enjoy a Lakers loss. Lately, I loved posting about how bad the Lakers were doing. Razzing their fans when they were going through the recent lean years. It has been such a fun, razzing the Lakers fans when they were going through the recent lean years. It's been such a fun back and forth with fans online, so they all knew that I would publicly rejoice every time something bad happened to them. With that background and my background of celebrity death posts, Kobe's passing was a perfect storm. I knew I had to come up with something really awful, and that's what I did. That's what I always do. If I knew the other people were on that helicopter, I probably wouldn't have posted anything, and I would have just waited for the next celebrity death. But I'm not actually celebrating his death. I'm not actually celebrating any of their deaths. That's just an act. It's playing a heel. Ralphie May was a close friend of mine, and I even posted one of those about him when he died. He helped me a ton when I was getting started in comedy. Gave me advice, fed me when I was poor, and he used to love those posts. So of course I posted one when he died. He would have been disappointed if I hadn't. That's just dark comedy. It ain't for everybody, so I don't post it for everybody. I post it for my followers who are into that kind of comedy. You're not supposed to see it if you don't sign up for that kind of dark shit. Of course, you'd get mad if you saw some random guy celebrating something you really liked, someone you really like's death. It's not supposed to be presented to you like that, because that's not what it is. In reality, it's a comic telling inappropriate jokes to his followers who like inappropriate jokes. Do with that what you will, but that's what's happening. I'm sure I'll post inappropriate stuff about people in the future. Those are the jokes I like. Those are the jokes people who like me like. I'm niche. That kind of comedy is niche, but that's what I do. I ain't actually hurting anyone beyond giving an occasional panic attack to a friend. They're just words, and they're not even serious words. They're jokes for fans. R.I.P. Kobe. Fuck the Lakers. I know that was a little longer than I expected it to be, and but I was halfway through with it by the time I realized, fuck, this is longer than I should have started. But I wanted to get all of his comments out and exactly what he said back, because he's right. Does he deserve to lose his management? No. Because he's fucking Ari. It's not like we didn't know who he was. It's not like we didn't know that he was capable of making these jokes, and that's what he does. He really should have been waking up so early lately. He really is a niche comic, and that's what he does. That's his thing. That's how he rolls. And I hope he still continues to do that. Don't change, Ari. Never change. Which I know he won't. Anyway, I don't know that there's anything else that I want to go over. I'm messing with the green screen stuff a little bit. I wonder. I don't know a lot about these. I don't know a lot about these things. If I do it like that, you can see a little bit of the green come through on my hair, which I don't really care if I can let the green come through on my hair. But you can also see a little bit of the background not be as clear as it could be. That'll work. That's fine. I'm enjoying this little green screen thing. I was playing around with it earlier, and I got a couple of nice little backgrounds that I downloaded for it between this one and this guy, which are pretty fun. But the reason that I'm messing around with this, and I don't know if I have that, but fuck, I'm going to be part of it, so I will talk about it. But there's another show that I want to be doing with Tyler, Noah, and Adam from Horsehead, and Ed Tanner, who's a musician, great fucking musician, and he's been a part of he's just been a part of everything these guys have had going on for a real long time. So I'm excited to be a part of something with those guys, and we're going to start recording here over the next few weeks. I think next week we're going to meet here at the house, and we're going to go live. We're going to do some shit. We're going to be using several different YouTube channels, and we're going to be going live probably on my channel here. Probably going live on the Horsehead Businessman channel. I'll be posting links of all that stuff. I'll be posting links to all that shit, so be on the lookout for that. What else do I got? I don't really know that I have anything else. I will be going live more often in the future. I've just been so damn bummed out and a little depressed, and that just makes you tired all the time and makes you not want to do shit and not care. See, I keep yawning. It just makes you not care. Depression fucks with you. But what can you do? What can you do? So I guess with all of that being said, I think it's probably pretty safe to go ahead and start cutting out of here. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please click subscribe, follow on Instagram at Yonder Wizard, WIZZERD, Yonder Wizard. Follow me on Twitter at Kelsey Hudgins. And I don't do the Facebook anymore, but you can feel free to get up with me on the Facebook. I don't fuck with it anymore, but by all means, if you want to go check it out, they're still connected to my Instagram. You can do that at the Kelsey H Show on Twitter. At the Kelsey H Show on Twitter. Check that out. Also, check out the Kelsey Hudgins Show on Instagram. Follow all of that. I don't post to those as much as I do Yonder Wizard, so Yonder Wizard is probably the one to do and follow Kelsey Hudgins if you guys want to keep up with everything I got going on. Also on Periscope, at Kelsey Hudgins on Periscope. I go live on my phone a pretty good bit. Also, if you guys want to download my album, That Way Lies Madness, it is live everywhere music is available. So, in a world full of shitty people, don't be one of those people. Be a good person. Peace, bitches. All right, YouTubers. We're going to get the fuck out of here. So, In a world full of shitty people, don't be one of those people. Be a good person indeed. Go to screwballwhiskey.com. Actually, you know what? We'll do the intro. Let's do the intro. I'm forgetting about the intro. Let's go ahead and pull Norm in here. That way we'll know where to do the intro from. Should we let Brody do our intro? Should we let Brody do the intro?
It's more of pod.
Let's see. Let's let Brody Stevens do the intro. Yes, you got it. Live from the Screwball Whiskey Studios. See, I lost it there a little bit. You got it. Screwball Whiskey, SKREW ballwhiskey.com. Tomorrow's stories begin right here. Screwballwhiskey.com. Hashtag get screwed. SKREWED. Hashtag get screwed. Go to your local liquor store and ask them for Screwball Whiskey. If you do not see it anywhere, they will order it for you. It is also available nationwide. Go get Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey. Let me tell you something, Joe Rogan. Go get that Screwball Whiskey, cocksucker. See, you're not supposed to say that anymore, but unless you're doing an impersonation of Joey Diaz. So, who cares, man? Who really cares? Anyway, I have been absent for a while now, and I'm back for just a little bit. I did a little bullshit episode. I only talked about one subject in particular, and that was the Kobe Bryant, Ari Shaffir fallout thing. And honestly, I didn't really give a whole lot of opinion on how I felt about Kobe, so I'll say this first in the audio version, in the audio here, so you guys will hear this going into the podcast, that I cried like a baby. I cried my motherfucking eyes out, y'all, whenever I watched the video of Doc Rivers struggling to talk about Kobe Bryant. Like, it broke my heart. And then I watched other videos of Kobe just talking to his daughter and teaching her about basketball and playing one-on-one against her. And I just, it was amazing how great she was at such a young age. And that's to be expected because Kobe Bryant was her father. And that's, he's a legend. He is truly a legend. But I absolutely feel horrible about the loss. It is a huge loss in the world of sports, not just in the world of sports, but in the world, period. Huge loss. And my deepest sympathies go out to the families of all who were lost in that awful crash. But specifically, I just wanted to say that I feel really, really, really bad about what happened. And no one deserves that. Yeah, no one deserves that. So I just want to know that going into this episode, because I kind of stood up for Ari on some jokes that he made. And I'm sorry, but it's comedy, man. It's comedy. If you got soft feelings, stay the fuck away from comedy. Because listen, everything's safe in comedy. It should always all be safe in comedy. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, follow me on Instagram at YonderWizard, WIZZERD, at Kelsey Hudgins on Twitter, at Kelsey Hudgins on Periscope, the Kelsey H Show on Twitter, at the Kelsey Hudgins Show on Instagram. Follow all those things. Please click subscribe. Kelsey Hudgins on YouTube. Download my new album, That Way Lies Madness, on iTunes, Napster, anywhere downloads are available. Type in That Way Lies Madness, Kelsey Hudgins, download the album. Without further ado, I'll let you guys get to episode number 3 of the Kelsey Hudgins Show. Enjoy, motherfuckers. All right, YouTubers, you got it. Yes, you got it. Push and believe. positive push, and believe. All right, little Death Squad there, little Death Squad kitty. I'll be doing some more of this shit pretty soon. I know I need to go live more often, so I'll be doing that. So fret ye not, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going far. I love you. In a world full of shitty people, don't be one of those people. Be a good person. Peace.